All right, back on the 2000 Blazer LT here. What I'm doing now is went ahead and pulled these door panels off. Doing some undercoating on this thing. I undercoated the underneath of it. All the underneath went through about 8 cans of 3M undercoating. And I also like to go ahead and when I do undercoating too, guys, it's a good idea to just go in here and pull your door panels off and just hit the bottom of your the bottom part of your inside door here. That will help keep it from rusting. Will help keep you from rusting on the bottom, because these Blazers are known to do rust down here on the bottom. So don't hurt to put a little undercoating in there if you're doing your underneath. And it's not too bad. I'm going ahead and changing these speakers out too. They're pretty bad shape. Got some Pioneers we're going to throw in the front here, because they were doing a little bit of rattling. Probably got a couple blowed speakers, so I'm going to go ahead and replace them with some Pioneers. And not too bad of a job, guys. Pulling your door panels off here. I just undo this and take it right through the door panel piece here. These door panels ain't too bad to take off. What they got is they got these clips on there. And basically all I did was take a screwdriver and just pry them clips. There's a special tool you can use too. I don't know. I didn't have one. I just ended up using a screwdriver. But anyways, guys, take this front door panel off. You want to pull out your piece here. It's got a screw. Fits around this here, guys. You got to take this. What I do is just take this out here, and then there's a screw that goes inside that actually connects. It screws in right here. You want to take this. This is the first thing I take out right here is this plastic cover here around your door handle. And there's a little bit of there's a little clip right here, guys. It's kind of clipped in there like that. And once you get that out, you kind of got to work that out of that clip a little bit, because it's kind of clipped in there. But anyways, it sets in there like that. You pull your screw out, and then you got to kind of bring this out like this and yank it that way to get it loose, and then take it up out of your door handle there on that. And then you got there's a bolt. This one here is broken out. A lot of them break out right here, the plastic up inside there, but you'll have 2 7mm bolts there you got to take out. This one here, somebody ended up putting screws in here because the plastic broke out on it to help hold this, because when you yank on this, you're putting a lot of stress on that plastic in there. So basically you got that screw, take out, and then you got your 2 bolts up in there, your 2 7mm bolts, guys. And then you just got these clips here on the back side. You got several clips. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 of those clips you got to take out. This is for your front door. And what I always do is roll the window all the way down. And then once you get all them clips loose, you can actually just take and just pry that up, and it'll come up because it's fastened down right in here. And then you can pull your door panel off. It's not too hard to do. And then you got this shield here. You'll have to pull this shield back if you're gonna you know, do the inside, and all you got to do is tack that back up there. It's kind of got some kind of a sticky black stuff on there. And that's how you do your front panel. Your back panel, here guys, basically the same thing. You got your piece of plastic, that screw in there. You take that screw out, and then you got to pry that back a little bit to get it up out of the door panel, and then just lift it up out of there. And you got that screw there, and then you got a connector down here for your rear window switch. I just disconnect that. It can be a little bit difficult to get to that, to disconnect it. And then I go ahead and do the back doors too as well. Just pry this loose here, guys, and you can get in there and spray that with some of your undercoating. Coat that down real good, guys. It'll help keep them bottom of them doors from rusting out on you. And also you got clips. You got these clips, and basically the same thing on this. You got your clips here, guys. I just pry them loose with a screwdriver. And then on this back one here, it's got a hidden place here. Right down in here, you got this here. Let's see if I can find it here. Right here it is. Take your little screwdriver, guys, because that'll be sitting in there like that, and pry that piece up out of there, and then you'll have two 7mm bolts right here, guys. That's holding that down here. It's holding it right here, so you gotta make sure you take them two out, because if you try to take that out without them bolts out of there, you'll end up breaking your door panel. So you gotta make sure you get those little hidden bolts are down in here. You'll have this little plastic cover over them, so you want to make sure you take that off and get those bolts out of there. Just knock your clips loose. You know, they go in here, your clips for your door. And basically did the same thing. I rolled the window all the way down. And then, and then also you got this here trim. There's a piece of trim. It's on here like this, and it's got two screws. You want to take that. You want to take your two screws out of there. Pull this trim panel off right here. In order to lift your door panel up, you'll have to take this trim off, and then basically all I did here was just take this one loose and then just lift that up so you can get it up over top of this, because it'll be kind of down below this a little bit. And you lift that up, and then you can take your door panel off. Like I said, you'll have your connector there. You'll have to disconnect your connector there too. So not too difficult. Take those off. You just want to make sure you get them. Those are in a hidden place there on the back, on your back door panels. And then, like I said, I went ahead and did the whole underneath there, all the wheel wells, did all that. Ended up undercoating pretty much the whole underneath there that I could. I ended up jacking the vehicle up so I could get under a lot easier. Plus, it gives you a little more room here in the wheel well, so you can get in there and spray your undercoating there, guys. And I got that one there. All four doors, I ended up spraying on the inside. Get those coated up real good, or to save your doors. And just whatever you can undercoat there. You know, undercoat all this here. And actually, guys, I ended up taking, all I did here is I took this loose, and I think I maybe took the horn out. I don't remember for sure, but then I ended up spraying what I could down inside this fender well here on both sides. You just got some bolts here, I think 10 millimeters to hold this in. You can take it out And just set it off to the side. Disconnect your battery there because you got a hot connector here. So, and then you got one 10 millimeter bolt here, and you can just take this and just lift it up and move it off to the side so you can get down inside here if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but that's what I did. Ended up spraying what I could of undercoating inside these fender wells too, because those do get rusty up in there too. So you want to try to get as much undercoating as you can to help protect from rust, especially if you do a lot of if you live in a place that's you get a lot of salt. In the wintertime here in Indiana, we get quite a bit of salt up here in the northern Indiana area. We get quite a bit of salt in the wintertime, and salt really plays havoc on these, especially on these newer cars, because the metal and stuff is real thin on them. They're not like they used to be. You used to have pretty good metal back in the day on the old cars, and these newer ones, if you don't keep them undercoated real good, you're going to have they're going to end up rusting on you. So what I always like to do is just undercoat what I can, and you know, do the inside the doors there. It helps. Anything will help from keeping them from rusting up on you guys. And then I also did the complete underneath, everything I could get to with the 3M spray cans on the undercoating. So so yeah, that I thought I'd throw that video out there in case people want to do some undercoating on their vehicle there, and show you that you know, a good place to undercoat is inside them door pockets there. It will help keep that from rusting there at the bottom on your bottom of your doors on these S10 Blazers. So anyways, guys, I had to wrap this video up on that, on how to remove your door panels and do the inside of your doors there to get your undercoating in there. It's not too difficult, and like I said, it will help save your bottom of your doors from rusting out, guys.